A disturbing trend of hate crimes growing this year in much for New York City. Just this past weekend on Kingston Avenue in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, a Jewish man was slashed by an individual yelling "Free Palestine" in what police say was definitely a hate crime. And according to NYPD data, from January to June of this year, there have been a reported 329 hate crimes committed with 131 arrests made. So how is the NYPD tackling these incidents? Joining us now is CBS News law enforcement contributor and former Deputy Commissioner with the NYPD, Richard Esposito. Richard, good to see you.
Good morning, Chris. Good to see you.
Hey, so to start, how does the NYPD define a hate crime? What differentiates this? I mean, what's the line that needs to be crossed to go? Because we've reported on a number of these where you're like, well, it looks like a hate crime, but it's not classified that way. So what is that line that needs to be crossed?
I think that's the key and most important question. It's motivation, the motive for the crime. So here's an example of something that's not a hate crime. Two people get in an accident. One of them's Jewish. The guy who gets out of the other car says, "So you're Jewish? Jews can't drive." That's not a hate crime. His motive is he's angry over the accident. So unless it escalates to some kind of violence based on ethnicity, religion, it stays an auto accident with verbal threats. When it's something, I'm sorry, Chris.
No, go ahead.
When it's something like, Free Palestine and stabbing a person, that's a hate crime. That's another example is a guy that was on the subway recently and shouted out, "All Zionists, get off the train." Well, is that covered by free speech? That's been taken to the court where the prosecutor in New York, District Attorney Bragg, is working with police, and it's been decided by police and the prosecutors. This isn't covered by free speech. He was threatening everyone in the subway car, not just someone who might be a Zionist. That's a hate crime.
Which is similar to what we're seeing on a lot of the college campuses. When it's directed at someone, a verbal attack like that, it can be classified in such a way. It's not just kids protesting the war. Let's continue to kind of talk about the Jewish angle here. Some of the NYPD data based on specific groups shows that the Jewish community, they're victims of hate crimes more than half of the time. Of those 329 incidents I mentioned before, 200 of those were against the Jewish community. Now, when a specific group's targeted, like the Jewish community, how does the NYPD react there? Do they, increase security in certain areas of the city?
Well, that question is answered by the police department in the following way, Chris. What kind of hate crime is it? Is it a crime against property? Is it a crime against a person? If it's a crime against property, let's say a synagogue, a mosque, even a Catholic church, which is probably the least of these, they notify the police department. An officer is sent. The officer examines the graffiti or the paint that's splattered, and he calls his sergeant. The sergeant must come, and you can see the layers starting to build. It is required that a captain comes. If the precinct commander is on duty, it's that person that comes. If the executive to the commander it's that person. If it's at night and it's a duty captain, but it must be a captain. And they pass it on two ways. First, they type up an investigative report and send it to the hate crime task force, which evaluates it as a hate crime. Second, they notify them immediately. So you can see it's a pretty both nuanced, layered, and rapid response to a property crime. If it's a crime against the person, that response escalates dramatically. The hate crime task force comes to the scene. The precinct detectives give the information to the hate crime task force. They have a lot of tools, not just the video evidence that they gather. There's DNA, there's paint cans, and they, as you can see, you've got a pretty strong clearance rate in terms of arrests. It's pretty good. So that's how it's handled if it's a crime against the person. It's a violent crime against the person. It's stepped up even further. The response is strong.
Yeah, it sounds and elaborate from what you're saying there. So New York,
it's very careful.
Yeah, so New York has been somewhat at the forefront of this issue, especially in the past year or so. So what does the NYPD and other city officials have to do to help curb this trend? And maybe it's because we're here, we hear about it more here, but it seems to be a little bit more prevalent here. Obviously, I know you've got 8 million people on this small island, so you're going to have more incidents like this.
Yeah, we have 8 million people and the largest Jewish population outside of Israel. It's a substantial part of New York City is the Jewish communities. And we see a lot of this hate crime, especially since October 7th and the incursion into Israel and the Israeli response, where anti-Semitism gets mixed with Zionism, gets mixed with other kinds of hate against Jews. So what you've seen by city officials was a very strong verbal response. The mayor came out and said, this is a city that will not tolerate hate. The Deputy Commissioner for Operations, Kaz Daughtry, went to Brooklyn, stood on a stage, addressed one of the Jewish communities there and said, we will stand behind you. The police department made as clear as possible to folks who intend to commit this kind of crime, it's not going to be tolerated in New York City, and New York City is going to act.
Yeah, and the NYPD, I think you can agree, has definitely sent the message it will not be tolerated. So just watch where you march and watch what you say and do. Richard, thank you once again. We appreciate it. Our CBS law enforcement contributor, Richard Esposito, always good to talk with you. Richard, thank you very much. Don't forget our Wednesday conversations on public safety. You can head to our website, cbsnewyork.com, to see all of our continuing coverage, and we'll be right back.